Hello, 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 and welcome to episode 40 of the Cooler Guild. I am Coop Cooper, and joined with me, as always, is my co-host, Van Crisp.
Hello.
We are recording on Wednesday, July 30th, 2025. Today's episode will serve as a special summertime bonus episode to get Rain fans ready for the second half of the NWSL season, since we had about a month off or so from league play. We'll also try to get folks up to date on the myriad of things that happened with the Rain in this month, apart from their international stuff that happened, and then all the other host of stuff that's been going on, and then do a quick preview of the Rain's next match coming up this Friday. But first, some housekeeping.
Sounder Heart is shit.
It's early.
It's early, and this is the second time we're recording this episode. So bear with me. The Cooler Guild is part of the Sounder at Heart podcast network. You can either listen to us on our public feed, or if you're a Sounder at Heart subscriber, on the private unified feed with the other podcasts on the network. If you'd like to become a subscriber, just visit our page at sounderatheart.com/the Cooler Guild. New subscribers get 10% off the normal rate, and you'll help support everything we're doing.
Yeah, as Van said, we lost a recording yesterday. Something happened. It seemed like the whole website that we used to record, something technical.
Oh yeah,
happened.
you're saying we're recording on Tuesday. We didn't change that either.
I did say Wednesday.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yes, I got that right.
Yeah, we were recording last night, and then
maybe we had less than 10 minutes left to record. Definitely less than 10.
Oh yeah.
And the whole thing is lost. So here we are, 7 a.m, doing it again.
Rolling it out before I have to go to work here.
Yeah. Should we even banter? Do you want to banter?
Do you have anything you want to say? Like about your time off?
I guess, I went to Canada. We talked about this a little bit. The one thing I didn't tell you that happened in Canada, we did go to this really cool island that's like a bunch of farm stands, like all over. And a lot of people like take their bikes and do like biking trips. And there's a lot of farm animals and stuff.
Like bike packing?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cool.
But
what was it called? What was the island called?
Salt something. I can't remember the name. Salt Springs.
Okay.
Spring maybe. But the funny thing is we hadn't showered because there's no showers because we were camping this whole trip, and I was in the tent and we got some of those shower wipes, just because like there was no shower, so we bought some shower wipes. And so I finally was like, all right, I'm gonna go like do a little full wipe down in the tent. This was like before we went to bed, so I'm like stripped down, wiping myself, cleaning myself, and Alex is outside the tent, and all of a sudden I hear this like shrieking and I'm like fully just not dressed inside of the tent, and Alex is like screaming, and I was like, what just happened? And she's like, oh god, and like it was like full panic, and I was like, what happened? And she's like, hurry and I'm like, no, I have to like rush to put some clothes on, and I get out, and she like a yellow jacket flew into her drink even though she covered it with like lightly, and she sipped her drink and the yellow jacket like stung her lip.
Oh no.
That she was sipping, and so I had to pull the stinger out, and there was like a whole bulb on it too. But I was really like I felt very vulnerable in the tent anyways before this happened. And I was like, I hope nothing happens. And then sure enough, something did happen. And Alex, I guess, was thinking the same thing. She's like, oh, I hope I don't need anything. And then, yeah, that happened. So anyways,
was her face all swollen?
Her lip was a little swollen, yeah.
Nice.
But other than that, I already told
you. Free filler.
That's what I said. I was like, I can't really tell it's swollen. It looks like he's had a little bit of Botox. But yeah. I mean, I did want to mention my D&D game is today, my first D&D game, so
yeah, that's exciting.
We'll go into that after I play it and see how it went. What'd you do? Did you do anything notable on your month off?
No, I mean, I watched a lot of the Euros, which we'll get into a bit. Been trail running, just trying to be outside more.
Yeah, I know. I really embraced this having a month off. It doesn't happen for us often, but I really appreciate the NWSL union.
Yeah, this is a union break per the CBA.
Yeah, so thank you to them for letting us get a break and enjoy the summer bit. So
should we get into because we did have the Rain played a couple friendlies.
Mm-hmm. Let's get into it.
The first one, they played the Urawa Red Diamonds ladies at home, and I went to that match. The Rain won 2-1. 2 goals from our recently returned Sofia Huerta.
Hell yeah.
One in the run of play in the 27th minute. It was a Sally Menti cross that kind of bounced around the box a little bit. A couple of the Red Diamonds players could not quite clear it, and it came to Sofia Huerta outside the box. And she hit a low-driven shot, and it went in.
She hit that with a good amount of pace.
Oh, yeah. It was cool to see the team kind of play against an opponent with different tactics than we see in the NWSL, just because they are really technical and really just composed as a team.
Mm-hmm.
So that was neat to see something kind of new on that front. The starting lineup was a bit different just because we've signed some player. What player?
One very notable player.
One
we
very notable player.
We haven't gotten to talk about yet.
And of course, as we mentioned before, Sofia Huerta's back from her loan. So Prohaska got her first start. So that was nice to see, you know, even though Claudia Dickey was there,
mm-hmm.
that they are trying to get some minutes just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because we have Prohaska and then Purcell, and Purcell's brand new. So
we still have an injury. We still have it, and then there are other goalkeepers injured. So
yeah.
And we did have Claudia Dickey was out for a good stretch of time last year too. So you never know what could happen.
Yeah. And it's never good to have an unexperienced goalkeeper as your second.
Mm-hmm.
So good on them for getting her minutes. My other takeaways from the game, obviously, to the big signing we had is Mia Fishel coming from Chelsea. And a lot of other teams, I heard talk online, you know, they were wanting their teams to sign her.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it.
I don't think anyone had us guessed as the team that she was going to go to.
No, but it makes sense with her experience with Laura Harvey.
Yeah.
I swear Laura Harvey's just like picking people she wants from that U20 team she coached.
Yeah.
But we'll talk a little bit more about Fishel in a minute. But when I really liked in the first half was a little stagnant for about the first 20, 25 minutes. The Reign had a hard time getting the ball out of their defensive third, getting it through the midfield, and really being any sort of offensive threat.
No Meza starting there. So
right. So it was nice to see that Mia Fishel and Monastir had some really nice play between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was encouraging, as Fishel's pretty new to the team. And we've had some issues before that we've noted that Monastir is just a really creative player. And we haven't had a lot of other people in our forward line that have been able to take advantage of that.
Like
and
match her creativity kind of thing.
Right. So that was really encouraging to see. The Reign did get scored on in the 36th minute, and it was kind of same old, not defending across.
Yeah, I saw the notes because I didn't get to go to the game and they didn't stream it. So I saw the notes about the goal that we conceded, and I was like, I didn't want to read this kind of goal that we gave up.
Yeah, it was a corner, and there's just really nobody marking properly.
Yeah.
So in the 32nd minute, Adames came on for Fishel. So we were all kind of curious about what kind of match fit she was in, because she was coming off an injury, missed most of last season with Chelsea with an injury. And so Adames came on for her in the 32nd minute, and then we made some subs at half with Mesa McLaren and Glass coming on, and off was Menti, Mason, and Bug. It was a lot more controlled in the second half of the Reign, and you could just tell it was because Meza was on the field. I did have a note in here that Darlene to Adames hit the side netting, but I said this combo is so lethal.
Yeah, I'm ready for more Darlene. I'm always ready for more Darlene, but I just want to unlock more from her. But I think the only way that's going to happen is if she gets more minutes at that higher position. Yeah,
I think that she had like a really quick start, and we were like, "Oh shoot,
yeah,
we can get a lot out of this." But it takes time. She's young,
and it's not necessarily like Laura Harvey used her in a different way that I feel like is kind of just, that's kind of where we didn't get to see it keep going up as far as goal contributions and all of that stuff. So it's not like she hasn't been playing at a really good level. It's just I think the team had different needs for her at the time.
Right. Yeah. When they switched to the 5 back, putting her in that more defensive role.
Yeah.
Just because they lack speed.
Yeah, but certainly not getting her more time up top is just not going to be super beneficial for her development in this league as far as like the offensive threats and stuff and what she did in college. So
yeah, but I think too you can't just rely on somebody to have a one-dimensional game.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, and
I doubt that she's really had to. Well, I don't know, but really kind of harness that defensive aspect.
Yeah, I mean that's something that Laura Harvey loves out of a player, and I think as a person, like a player at this level, like you do need to have that honed in. So it's only going to help her game in other parts too. So
right. So Huerta got taken down in the box from a really great build-up, actually. See if I can find my notes here. It was a Coco had a great through ball to Heidema in the box, and Heidema cut it back. The Red Diamonds player just kind of took her legs out. Fair penalty. And Huerta, being Huerta, just stepped up, took the PK, and got it in. Yeah, game ended 2-1. We did have an oops, all Maddies moment in the match where every Maddie on our team was on the field.
I didn't think that would actually happen.
I didn't either.
It just seemed unlikely.
But it was cool. The attendance was fairly good for a Sunday afternoon game where there was a Mariners game happening across the street at the exact same time.
Imagine if they played their regular season games on a Sunday afternoon.
Oh, who knew? Yeah, so 6,495 in attendance for that match.
That's pretty good. That's like way better than I thought it would be, honestly.
Same.
I thought we were going to hit like 3, maybe.
Yeah. So my overall take from the game was we missed Sofia Huerta.
Hell yeah. She's back.
She's back, baby.
She's ready. I don't feel like she got the regular playing time that she deserves over at OL. Obviously, they're stacked over there. So, like, I feel like that was always kind of be the case. But she got, like, the experience and all of that. So she can bring that back here. But, it's going to be interesting to see how Laura Harvey works with all these really, really talented players back, and hopefully all of them stay healthy. That's kind of the key.
Yeah, and I think some people were surprised somewhat that she did come back. I always knew
she was always coming back,
but it happens a lot of times. Players go on loan to big clubs and decide they want something else.
Yeah, but she likes it here.
Yeah,
she's from Idaho. She's got connections here. Like, to me, there was never a doubt that she wasn't coming back.
Yeah, same.
So anyone else who thought otherwise, fools.
Not everybody's comfortable in a long distance relationship, okay?
I was like, shout out to the lesbians. We had another friendly in Portland. It seemed like not very exciting, but we did win, so that's always exciting to beat Portland, even if it was a bit questionable how we won. It was 0-0, went to penalties, 5-4 we won on penalties. Claudia Dickey saved she got the game winning off her line save in the shootout, because she definitely was not on her line.
That's the first thing I noticed when I saw that highlight.
Yeah, and they posted it. I was like, I wouldn't post that angle. I mean, VAR. I was like, if VAR was having a say in that, that's definitely going to get retaken. But it's a friendly, So,
a win is a win.
Yeah, and it wasn't like she was far off of her line. It was just
there might have been a little paint on the heel,
maybe. But like it was like
one blade of grass.
It was like the line's there, and her foot's like one step next to it, like right next to it. But yeah, we did win it, so suck it, Portland. I can only say that until we go to Portland again soon, which is why I did not go to this game. But yeah, good for Dickey. Like to see that happen to her when she comes back from her amazing performance with the U.S. Women's National Team. I did want to kind of make sure we highlighted maybe a player from this little break. So I came up with Special Edition Cooler Player of Summer Break.
I love it. The Cooler Player of the Summer Break is brought to you by the Doctor's Office, a great little 12-seat bar on Capitol Hill. The owner is a big fan of the rain and is proud to be our first sponsor.
Was this an excuse to just give an award to somebody who we really like? Sure.
Do they deserve it?
Yeah. And like, I think if things didn't shake out the way that they did, it would be going to somebody else.
Right. But I also think like there was a match. I did attend the match. I felt it appropriate to give a player of the match for the one that I saw.
Yeah.
And of course,
none other than Sofia Huerta. So
welcome back.
Congratulations to the first ever player to get Cooler Player of Summer Break. What a success.
Well, I hope that she can continue to be impactful, and you really saw it in the match.
Mm-hmm.
And just the sheer confidence of somebody, first game back with a team, right?
Taking that pen.
Put a goal in and then just walk up and take the pen. Take a good one.
Yeah, now I think about it, like, how many pens have we gotten this year?
That's a great question.
Because I'm just thinking about, like, there was a moment for a while where I was like, I don't know who's taking our pens if Fishlock isn't on the field and Megan Rapinoe's not here. And then we've figured out where to really get at them. And now I have, like, I can feel a little bit, I can breathe easy a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyways, congrats. And thanks again to our sponsor, the Doctor's Office. The Doctor's Office is the best place to grab a drink before or after a rain match. Make an appointment today and go try their limited edition LLG Shrub Cocktail, a seasonal shrub of lemon, lychee, and ginger. Add a healthy dose of Angostura for added complexity. I hope I said that right. Those bitters, those yummy bitters. Check out their Instagram at TDO Seattle, or better yet, go drink there in person.
Cheers.
Cheers. 7 in the morning. Cheers.
I have water.
I did make a coffee. Rain news. The big news. We signed Mia Fishel to a very long-term contract through 2029.
Yeah, that is huge. I mean, she's 24 years old, coming off of an injury, and I think some people are rightly a little bit skeptical. And obviously, we don't know the exact details of this trade or this signing.
I gotta say, I really, really, really want the league to have more transparency with this stuff, because it would make everything more interesting for stuff on our side.
I did see that it was a relatively huge amount of money.
But like, she only had a year left on her contract, right? So it couldn't have been that much money.
Yeah. And we don't know like if the details that come out are accurate.
Yeah. I think the deal, like her contract is worth a lot. I don't think the transfer was that crazy.
Yeah. It's believed to be nearly 2.5 million.
It's a lot of money in women's soccer.
For sure. Apparently that's the contract is believed to be worth nearly 2.5 million. It's 4 years.
Do you think, like you said, she's coming off injury. We don't fully know what her form is. We know what she has been capable of, and if she gets anywhere close to that, that'll be a great signing. But do you think the risk reward here is worth it?
Absolutely. A young player, a really physical presence in the forward line for the Reign is necessary. And I always thought that she would be a good fit for the NWSL just because of her physicality.
Yeah.
She's a strong person, player, body to have up there. And I think you also have to know somebody coming off injury after, having a really kind of storied beginning of their career. Because she got drafted in the NWSL, but was like, screw that, I'm going to go to Tigres.
Yeah.
And so
she got drafted by, was it Orlando or something?
I can't remember, but
I think they didn't tell her what she was going to do there. She was just like, I don't want to wait to see what they're going to do. Like, they don't even know what they want with me.
Yeah. And it was before, the free agency CBA.
Yeah.
So she went down to Liga MX and Femenil and absolutely killed it down there. I think that she has something she wants to prove, and this is a great place to do it in a team that is mid-table right now. And has, she's not coming into a Utah or Chicago where you don't have the supporting cast around you necessarily.
Sure. We've got depth.
yeah, I think this is a really good fit for her. And I know that Laura Harvey will take care of her in her injury and her needs. So I have the utmost excitement for her progress. I think it's worth it.
Yeah. The other thing is, what does this mean for Jordan Heidema?
Yeah, that's the other question that comes with this, because, you know, we're already splitting minutes really with our front line. Kind of Harvey's playing them depending on the opponent, being pragmatic about that decision with the starters. And she's been very transparent in saying, you know, if that person's not up for it, somebody else is going in. And that has to do with training and, you know, just where they're at. And I feel like for at least last year and maybe the beginning of this year, Heidem has kind of just been a shoe-in.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you've got young players in their rookie seasons. You've got players that didn't get a ton of minutes last year, like Adamez. And so you just kind of wanted to see Heidema get in there and like find her stride again. And she hasn't been able to do that. So I think what this means for her is either she's going to have a discussion with the coaching staff and find where she's needed and be okay with that and fill that role, or go somewhere else that needs her to get a lot of minutes, or use this as some sort of light and a fire in her, because that possibility of her not getting a lot of minutes because her production rate's been so low that she's like, okay, now or never.
Yeah, and I don't think it's easy to find a team like the Reign that I would hope that maybe that's going to be the case, is that it lights a fire under her. Just because I know that she likes to hear, I like her as a person, but the production isn't there in terms of getting on the score sheet, even assisting. I do think that maybe we don't utilize her aerial abilities as much as maybe we could.
Well, and I think that's where Huerta coming in is a huge benefit to Heidema. Just because that crossing ability is incredible. And if Heidema is able to get herself into those areas to be able to finish those crosses,
totally,
boom.
Yeah.
Production skyrockets.
Yeah. And I think it's easy to be like, I don't know if Heidema's going to want to stay here. And, you know, like, it won't shock me if she decides she wants to be somewhere where she's going to be the clear starter, and not have to really fight as hard for minutes. But at the same time, I love having a team that's just stacked like crazy up top.
Yeah, and as long as the player is all right with their role, and is happy and confident, they're not going to want to leave.
No, because we got Lynn. She's not as young as she used to be.
Right.
We don't know where Mia Fishel's at fitness wise. That's going to take some time. Adamas is still super young. So it's not like, I feel like we don't have anybody that's like a clear favorite necessarily at this point. I would say Darlene, you could definitely like always have her as a starter. It's just a matter of what position she's going to be in. But I think there's definitely room for everybody. There's room for everybody. So hopefully, you know, Harvey kind of makes sure everyone feels comfortable and confident in what they're going to bring to the team.
Well, and I think that's been, Harvey's talked about that in the press conferences, just after post-match, talking about how the team has just such an open communication.
Yeah.
And that the culture is really transparent within the team. And so hopefully they'll just be able to figure it out and get the best, because that's all you want. You want the best out of every player on your roster.
For sure.
And if for Heidema, that's to be a killer super sub, Chloe Kelly style, you know, like that's where she needs to be.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah. We'll wrap that up on there for the Mia Fishel stuff. Other Reign news that happened, we'll kind of just fly through these things. Olivia Vanderyacht and Julia Lester both went out on loan. It's kind of nice that we finally have a place for players to go if they're not getting minutes here. We also don't have the space at the moment. Ola went to Spokane Zephyr and Julia Lester went to Sporting Jacks, which I believe she's from like that area. So she'll be able to go back home for a bit. I don't know what will happen later, but we're kind of all still seeing what happens to players that go on loans and if they have places for them back. Because I think the Meza thing is kind of unusual.
Yeah.
As far as earning your spot and becoming a quick, like a obvious starter after you have your little loan spell out there. But I don't know. Ola was a starter
the Super
for a
League
while.
is also new.
Yeah.
So it's an experiment, and it's nice to have a place for players to land and stay fit.
Totally.
Get minutes.
Yeah. Which does allow us to like kind of have more players in and out. Anyways, Meza got a contract extension. Amazing. Signed through 2028. Love this.
Amazing.
Great. Yeah, obviously this needed to happen.
Huge.
Our midfield mysteries about when Fishlock is finally hangs up her boots. We've figured it out, and I couldn't be more happy about it.
Yeah.
Sally,
keep extending this.
Yeah, I was like, we could even do through 2038 maybe. Sally Menti got her contract extension. She signed through 2027. There's a mutual option for 2028. Good for her for taking her moment that she needed to have and getting that contract.
Yeah, good for her.
Good for you. Yeah, didn't have to go on loan. The other one that probably doesn't surprise anybody is Lily Woodham. There was a mutual contract termination, and she's already signed with Liverpool women's team. Good for her. Just didn't work out here. That's how it is sometimes. So that's kind of the main highlights of what happened on this month with terms of roster stuff. Other thing we got to go over is the U.S. Women's National Team friendlies. I thought we would cover this sooner, so I kind of had to refresh myself.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that these happened.
It was like the week after, or like, yeah, it was like the week after the league kind of wrapped up before the month-long break. Anyways, Claudia Dickey got her moment.
Yeah, first start, first cap.
Yeah, I think she looked great.
I thought she looked really great.
She didn't have much to do, to be fair.
But she came up big when she needed to.
She did. She looked good. She looked comfortable. She looked stoic. She looked like she was meant to be there. Her resting face is so good, and I was so happy to see people on Bluesky like notice how like just in the zone she gets when she's on the field. Yeah, I think she's I'm gonna say it. I think she's locked in the second spot for the goalkeeper for the national team.
I would agree with that. I think the scary thing with Claudia Dickey is she has room to grow.
Yeah.
She's already good, great, maybe even, but goalkeepers peak late 20s. We got a couple years.
Yeah. Now she's got the confidence of this behind her, so that's great. Sam Meza and Jordan Bug got some caps finally.
Yeah, capped. Senior national team.
They are capped. Amazing. Well deserved. Meza, I would have preferred she got a little bit more of a like. She seemed to be using that sixth position. That's kind of where she was at. And I was hoping it could, just because of the opponent, we didn't get to see as much of what she can do as I would like. But she looked good. I don't think I have any complaints. She was trying to get in and challenging players and all that stuff. So great for her. Jordan Bug, unfortunately, we did not get the Germa Bug collab.
I know. I was like, oh, it could happen. No, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but she looked good. She looked comfortable. Yeah. And then Lynn, classic Lynn, got a goal against Ireland. Early goal, too. That was nice. I also just love seeing her last name on everything.
I know, me too.
Her last name's so good. And then the other two players I wanted to shout out because I thought they played really well. I didn't realize Avery Patterson was going to play so well.
Yeah, she showed up.
Yeah, she was really good. I'm excited to see more for her on the national team. I put Avery Patterson, hell yeah. And then I also put Alyssa Thompson, hell yeah. Alyssa Thompson, unbelievable in these games.
Yeah, she is just something else.
She just ran through everybody.
Yeah, her ability to like create her own chances is unmatchable.
Yeah.
I mean, and I see a lot of that in Adames. When Adames comes into a match, there's just a spark.
Like a hunger and like need to just make the game hers.
Yeah. And make something happen.
Totally.
But yeah, Alyssa Thompson, man, I wish she would be on a better team.
I mean, yeah, it just seems like Angel City has the resources to be really good, and maybe something will change with this new ownership that they got. But they definitely seem way more focused on brand image than they are on creating an elite team.
Yeah.
Which is fine by me, but Alyssa Thompson deserves better.
She sure does.
Any other thoughts on the U.S. national team?
None.
Thank you for listening to the Sounder at Heart Podcast Network, which now includes No Sadietes, Lobbing Scorchers, and the Cooler Guild. We've been independent since August of 2023, but need your support to make sure it continues. Although this podcast is free, it's only made possible by your continued support. Memberships start as low as $25 a year, which not only helps make podcasts like this one happen, but also gets you access to everything we produce. If you're able to support us at higher levels, starting at $75 a year, you gain access to a host of other perks, most notably entry into our members-only Discord, where the smartest, funniest, and most engaged commenters share their thoughts and ideas. To find out more, just visit sounderatheart.com and click the subscribe button in the top right corner. Thanks for listening.
The other major tournaments we got going on, Euros, AFCON, Copa America, England, they did it.
So a lot of my month was spent watching the Euros. It is outside of anything the U.S. women's national team plays in, including the World Cup. It is my favorite tournament. I really love the England team for whatever reason. But they kind of struggled in this tournament. They lost their first match to France, which France was kind of everyone's dark horse. Just a lot of they brought a young team. They didn't bring a couple players that we thought they were going to bring in England, and ended up losing to them in the first match. So it wasn't a clean cut tournament for England, but in the end they pulled it out through some ugly penalty shootouts. And Spain surprised me in the last game. I thought they didn't play as well as they could have.
England shut them down pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, they followed a game plan and it worked. So I was pleasantly surprised, but not too surprised with England.
Yeah.
There were questions after that first match that they lost.
People were really hoping they were going to lose.
I was not one of those people. Yeah, impressive performance. I mean, Chloe Kelly stole the show. What a player that is.
Yeah. When I saw her go up to take that penalty, I was like, she's going to win it.
And then their breakout star, Ajamang.
Unbelievable.
She was incredible. So it was a really fun tournament to watch. And of course, we got to see Wales in their first major tournament ever.
Congrats to Jess Fishlock, too, getting that goal. So she, it had to be her.
Yeah, who else was going to score?
It was scrappy, but it had to be her. Gets their first Euros goal for the Welsh women's team. It was pointed out, she's the oldest player to score in the Euros, and at one point she was the youngest Welsh player to score Euros as well. Yeah, cool stuff to see from her. I was really unfortunate that Wales just really, really could not keep up. I mean, they had the group of death. It was not an easy group, to be fair.
No.
At all. It's probably the toughest straw they could have gotten.
Absolutely. But they, for the most part, held their own.
Yeah.
It was a slog for them, but they did what they needed to do to, try and at least match what was happening.
Yeah. They held in for at least one game, or kind of in the beginning, and then just kind of went downhill after that.
Yeah. I mean, it's a growing program.
Yeah.
But we got to see Fishlock. We got to see James Turner out there.
Mm-hmm.
So that was neat.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, the host nation, Switzerland. And from everything I saw and heard about the tournament and about how it felt to be there, Switzerland did an incredible job of hosting. And the team, including Serta Gorcheva, JMC, was able to ride that all the way into the quarterfinal, to the knockout round, where, of course, they had to play Spain.
Yeah, Spain. I love the way Spain plays. I was rooting for them. When they're clicking, they're a lot of fun. But they did go into the half 0-0 in that game against Switzerland. And eventually they broke. And the stats are very, very much not in Switzerland's favor. I was when they showed the stats in the final with England and Spain and their passing, I was just it's almost double of what they
kept showing the number of passes.
It was crazy. Spain's it's hard to keep up with them, but England's just got a little bit more grit in them.
Yeah.
Been there, done that,
Yeah, the Euros was fun, and it was good to see. There were some questions surrounding England going into the tournament. I don't think that they were as serious as people made them out to be, with, Hannah Hampton coming in for Mary Earps. And then
I feel like the good thing though is they had players that were finally willing to we had this problem with the US, right? Like I think there was some older players that didn't actually, like, they should have maybe not gone for these call ups and stuff, and they just kind of hung out for a while, and it might have been beneficial for them to actually take some time away.
Yeah, absolutely.
Other things that happened, we got AFCON. I wasn't sure if we pronounced it WAFCON, but we're only talking about women's soccer on here. So
yeah, we decided that we are not gendering these tournaments because our default is women's.
Exactly. So the AFCON. It sounds like it wasn't easy to find these games in the US.
No, they were on like some random channel that was part of like the extended sports package that would have cost me like $100 more a month on YouTube TV.
It's too much money.
There was already so much soccer going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, Nigeria won their 10th AFCON title.
Congrats. That's a lot. Yeah. You can't, next time you're going to need 3 hands to do that. Crazy.
Yeah. And then we've got the Copa America final, which was set yesterday with Colombia against Brazil. And that'll be on Friday, August 2nd at 2 p.m. on FS1, Fubo TV, and VIX.
That's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. Very excited for that. Kind of wraps it up, I think, for WOSO.
Yeah.
International. Reigns' next match. We're playing Angel City FC Friday, August 1st, 7:30, Lumen Field. It's the Pride match. They got a lot of fun stuff, it seems like, planned for it, too.
Did you watch the little open training video with the drag queen that they did?
Did they have an extended one?
It was just like 3 minutes long.
Oh, I didn't watch that. I saw like the quick one. I don't think I saw the full one.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I'm excited about this. Them embracing, like, bringing drag. I mean, obviously we love drag queens here, and supporting local drag is amazing. Very excited about that.
But to highlight it and openly that be like the huge draw to this match, to this Pride match, I think is incredible. Well done. The Sounders could never.
They could.
But would they?
I think they would.
Yeah.
I think they would. I wouldn't say that about most MLS teams. Yeah, I mean, they would definitely get some people who'd be very unhappy about it more than like women's soccer, which is why I prefer women's soccer these days, is because there's just like the toxicity of what comes with following men's sports is just not fun.
And women's sports just seem to have so much more social awareness.
Yeah.
And openness around it. So the Pride match should be fun. We will be there. Come say hi. Yeah, that is Friday.
If you're not in town, you can go catch it. NWSL Plus and Paramount Plus will be airing it. Things we want to see. The first thing I put is Sophia Huerta starting.
Yeah, right? I think that's a shoe-in.
Yeah.
And I want to see Fishel get some meaningful minutes, with a starting crew even maybe, and how, just to kind of feel out how the new forward line dynamic works with her inserted in there.
I think I'd rather see her come on personally. I just want to see her watch the game first a bit and then see where she can kind of fit in a little bit more.
Well, good thing is it's not up to us.
We'll see who Laura Harvey listened to. I'm sure she's listening to our podcast to get our tactics, and then we can brag about who was right. Yeah, I'm excited. Finally, it's all back. New players, old players coming back. Second half of the season too. I mean, this is the time to push it up another level. And,
this is lock-in time.
Yeah.
Where we're sitting in the table is a really volatile place. There are between playoffs and not playoffs is a 1 game threshold right now. So they really need to lock in and get some results.
Yeah, and they also need to be worried about Alyssa Thompson.
Yeah, for this match.
Yeah. So go to the game, get your tickets.
Darlene on her.
What was that?
Put Darlene on her.
Yeah, please. And get your tickets if you haven't. They've got a deal for $19 right now to celebrate Mia Fishel.
Who chose number 19.
Yeah, no excuses to not go. I think that's pretty much it for everything. Shout outs. You got any shout outs?
You do yours first.
I just want to shout out Tobin Heath retiring because I think that's kind of a big deal, especially since we didn't realize at the time that her last ever professional goal, we watched her do it in a rain jersey against Angel City. It's all kind of fitting. The thing that I was excited about, because I do follow the Tour de France, and the Women's Tour de France is kind of newer, and it's kind of fun to see how it's been developing and stuff. And I just go watch the highlights if you're interested in getting into it. Just watch the highlights, otherwise you're going to be spending a lot of your time just watching nothing happen. But there is like a highlight thing that NBC puts out. But the cool thing is that Tobin Heath was invited back, but they told her she could only come back because she was like interviewing cyclists last year at the Women's Tour de France. They told her, you can come back and do this, we'll cover it, but you have to participate in the l'etape, I think is how it's pronounced. And they like have people who are allowed to participate in like this part of this one of the stages. And apparently it's like super difficult. And they told her, like, if you're going to participate, though, like, just know you actually have to train for it.
Is that why she's been biking all the time?
Yeah.
I keep seeing that on.
Yeah. So it's like a crazy difficult, like there's like it's like a mountain course. And those mountain courses are brutal. I think it's got, what is it? 20. I'm guessing she's going to do the more difficult one, hopefully. So the more difficult one's got 3,490 meters of elevation gain. I went mountain biking recently and I realized I am not built for that. It's so hard going uphill. It's terrible. I hate it. So I'm hoping she films it and we can kind of see how it all went for her.
So when does she start?
I think today's that stage, like that little stage, because they set them off before the rest of the actual tour goes, and then they have like cutoff times, and if they don't finish, then they have to like get off the course. But they get to be up front for watching the rest of the race, which is kind of fun. But I'm still new to figuring what that deal is. So, anyways, any shout outs for you?
I was trying to think of one while you were talking. I can't think of any.
Okay, great.
Shout out to you guys. Thanks for listening. We're happy to be back.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell your friends.
Yeah. I told some people in Tacoma that I met on my Canada trip about this. And it sounds like they're new to Tacoma, and they were like, maybe this will be like the reason we got to get into sports for the first time.
Yeah.
It's like, do it.
Do it, lady.
Do it, lady. Thanks again to our sponsor, The Doctor's Office. As always, you can go follow us on social media. We're on Bluesky and Instagram, Cooler Guild Pod.
You can send us an email. We love an email. thecoolerguild@gmail.com. You can also visit us on our website, our main site, soundetheart.com/the Cooler Guild.
We're also on YouTube, youtube.com/@thecoolerguild. Most episodes, there'll be episodes of video up there sometimes. And if wherever you're listening, you can go rate 5 stars. We would appreciate that.
There is also a tip option on Sound at Heart page.
Yeah. If you don't want to do the full subscription to Sound at Heart, although I encourage you to do that.
If you would like to give me money for a new computer.
Yeah, it's not going well over there.
My MacBook Air was not designed for podcasting capabilities. No.
It's kind of a miracle you're even able to do this.
It's a struggle over here. Yeah, rate 5 stars. Tell your friends. We're stoked to see everybody at the game on Friday.
Bring people. Bring other people who haven't been.
Bring people. Hit us up on Bluesky. Maybe we can do a spot where we can all meet up.
Probably Hooverville. Love me some Hooverville.
I mean, at the game.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll probably be at Hooverville beforehand. We'll see. So we have time for. Yep. Till next time. I'm Coop.
I'm Van.
Stay cool, y'all.
Stay cool. Do, 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 do.